their teammates, Zhang Jinpeng, Wei Yashin, we saw earlier. Terrific semi-final against Chen and To of Malaysia. Just proved too solid, too good when it mattered. And they've taken a berth in tomorrow's final already. On paper, at least, all Chinese final looms. This pair are in absolutely brilliant form. Looking for an incredible 6th title on the World Tour just this year. And these two from Japan have never beaten Feng and Huang. They've met a good handful of times as well. They'll need something special today. Almost perfect playing conditions. It's pretty quick out here, and Huang Dongping on the net, setting up the big hitting Feng Yangzhe. It's going to be a tough pair to beat in this particular arena. Well, there is that head-to-head, so a 6th meeting today. The last one, though, went the distance. Australian Open not too long ago.
Let's do the toss. Red or black? Red for you, black for you. Red. Receive, who is receiving? That's the receive. On the pink to serve. This side. Have a good match.
Reasonably clear from our umpire. Japan winning the toss, selecting to receive. And we can take a look now at, well, the very tall figure of Feng Yangzhe. 195 in height from Tianjin, China. Number 3 in the world rankings, the 2nd highest ranked Chinese pair, behind Huang and Zhang. And one of the biggest attacks I think I've seen in mixed doubles. Well, she's an accomplished player, Huang Dongping. Been there and done that. The current reigning Olympic champion with her former partner. Wang Yilu, you can see his name there in that career high ranking of top spot. And terrific so far this week. Turi and Magellan pushed them in the 2nd round. Otherwise, they've been reasonably dominant as the top seed. Hiroki Midorikawa, 23 years old, from Saitama in Japan. Pretty close to their career high at 13 in the rankings. They're currently sitting at 15. Their teammates, of course, Watanabe and Higashino, split the 2 Chinese top pairs, number 2 in the rankings. That's Saito, the same age from the same place. These two have been playing together a while now. And it's been a good week for them. Terrific win yesterday against Cheng and Chen. 21-18 in the 3rd, coming through in just over an hour.
Ready to play?
That's Ivo Castle. Switzerland's chair umpire for this match. Miss Koivula, our Finnish service judge. So mixed doubles final number 2. With Zhang Jinbang and Wei Yaxin already through to the final tomorrow. Our umpire about to get this one going to decide who they will play in the final.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Hiroki Midorikawa, Natsu Saito, Japan. And on my left, Feng and Wang Dongping, China. Wang Dongping to serve to Natsu Saito. Love all. Play.
Well, this one's tough for the Japanese, Chris. Feng and Huang, 6 titles they're looking for. They've won 5 just this year.
1 love.
Yeah, I think the head-to-heads as well.
Yeah.
5-0 for the Chinese and 4 of them coming this year. I would say the Japanese have got closer each time, but it is a big ask today for the Japanese.
Well, Saito finds the cross-smash winner.
Fantastic placement there from Saito.
1-all.
Right into the space.
Well, he's a big man and he's got some power. We haven't seen it from the back of the court yet, but Feng Yangzhe here, this forehand.
Yeah, it's the wrong shot there, trying to go cross. And then the partner can't chase when your opponent's above tape, as in above the net, your partner can't chase it. Kind of, both Japanese players did something slightly wrong there.
Good drive again. I see times watching Feng Yangzhe over the last 6 months or so. I've had the pleasure of watching these two quite a lot. And he can be a bit complacent, almost a bit slow and laboured. If he starts the match in good form, these two almost unstoppable. Huang Dongping, Olympic champion, 3 medals at World Championships.
Just there, Feng showing, you know, you can't lift to him. You can't give him a lift when he's on balance. Great serve.
It's a massive attack, isn't it?
And, you know, Saito doesn't really have any option there. She's in trouble, but he has got a big attack. And being, I mean, he is incredibly tall. When I stood next to him, you know, I think I was looking under his armpit. He was that, you know, he's a very, very tall, imposing character. And he is, you know, he's almost created for mixed doubles the way he's built. Wrong shot there from Huang Dongping. She's gone through the middle. She should have kept it straight. You see here.
It's the same as what you said earlier.
Yeah, look, you can't go through the middle there because you're allowing the other player to rotate off. Slightly cheap mistake there from Hiroki.
5-3.
Brilliant.
Yeah, stemmed from that just generous lift from the Japanese early in the rally. You don't feel like that was the problem, but it was the lift, and then from then the Chinese have control of the rally, and it just kind of keeps going until they get into too much trouble. Fantastic return. Lovely bit of deception and hold. And that's where Feng can be exposed. Because he's so tall, it's hard for him to cover the corners and also get down. So this is where if someone has some deception, can hold him and then make him have to move quickly, it's difficult for him because he's such a tall guy. again, the lift is just too nice to Feng. If you lift a passive lift, and by passive I mean like a nice lift, look, he's clearly on balance, he's in position, he's so dangerous overhead.
Yeah, an easy kill for Huang in the end.
Great
nice
shot.
turn, yeah.
Japanese partnership did incredibly well to get themselves out of trouble there. Chinese had control of the rally, and the Japanese did amazing to turn that point around.
Go left. He would have been late on this.
Service over. 8-5.
But there, he stepped up. He stepped up there and took it early and pushed it through the net player. And it's so difficult for the rear court player, Saito, in that situation to really do anything with it. Again, the Japanese, they do have a good defense.
9-5.
But it's the constant pressure from the Chinese in the attack here. It's a good attack. Doesn't really get it away. Huang Dongping, obviously, she's phenomenal. So you give her the chance when she's on balance, she's going to put you in trouble.
Clever serve, but what about that from Saito?
Yeah, I would agree. Incredible flick. And I thought Saito was in trouble. And then all of a sudden, first attack was good. Second attack, exceptional.
9.
She's hit 2 winners, well, it's actually 3 winners from the rear so far. We're not even at the midpoint interval. I think that's more than I hit in my career.
He really gives it a crack, doesn't he? You can feel it.
Yeah, and this is the thing. He might not get through on the first. He might not get through on the second. But if you keep giving the attack to him when he's in an okay or comfortable position, he will get through. Because, you know, his attack is phenomenal. Great placement there, and it was big, big smash.
Great work from Huang Dongping. She was forced to cover a lot of court.
Yeah. And then that final block, the placement, comfortable shot, but it meant the Japanese kind of accidentally exposed themselves. So great block in the end from Feng to open the rally up.
11-6 at the mid-game break here in the first. Feng and Huang, the #1 seeds, looking strong.
Turn to your chair. (11-6). Play.
Feng Yangzhe on serve, 11-6 here in the first. That is not coming back.
No, and from Hiroki, it's the wrong shot. But again, he's below tape. This here is kind of a nothing shot. You can see how low Hiroki has to take it, and then he's hit totally the wrong shot. I was just thinking, I can't think of a rally where Hiroki is at the back of the court with the attack yet. The Chinese have had the attack almost the whole match.
And when they lift, they put Saito in the back corner.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, she's doing a great job at the back.
Yeah.
And again, just angled attack, making his opponent try to create something. But it's very difficult in that situation to create anything.
It's a nice shot, that one.
Yep, and it's imperative for me that the Japanese get the attack. They've got to find a way to get the attack.
Good return of serve from Saito.
Service over. 7-13.
She's been the Japanese force. I don't think we've seen a lot from Midorikawa yet.
I would agree. I would say Saito's had a great start to the game, but again, it's just too easy, as in they haven't really had to work that hard, the Chinese, for the attack. The Japanese almost have to now, it's not no lift, that's an exaggeration, but they have to accept they can't just lift. They can't give the attack away. And there again, that's much better from the Japanese. They're keeping the shuttle flat. They're being more aggressive. And that's the way they need to play. Because if they play, you know, on the back foot, or if they play passively, the Chinese are too dangerous in the attack.
It's the first winner I think we've seen from Hiroki. Might sting in the morning, I think, as well, for Huang Dongping, who took one in the body.
Wow.
Great save.
How did she get that?
Oh, confident leave. That was not far long.
Yes.
Saito did so well here.
That's an incredible...
Look
and the
that.
quality of her shot as well.
His smash nearly knocked her backwards.
Yeah.
Behind you. A little bit behind way. Yeah. Thank you. Fifteen, 8. Service over. 9-15.
Well, that is a brave serve.
It's a good serve, though. Got him off balance. Off balance, he just can't be as dangerous. I do feel the game's maybe just gone just a little bit flat. It was almost too easy at the beginning for the Chinese, and now the Japanese are really trying hard to not lift there. Like, it's a good controlled shot. Just gone a bit flat. The energy as well.
Huang will be disappointed to have missed that net shot, I think. Wow. Oh. Feng with a moment of magic.
Yeah, fantastic serve. Not the best return, and then I don't know how he got that back.
That's where you want him, is just that into that flat body position. But somehow he came through that.
Can you please go?
Well, there's a blood injury here, I think. And I think we'll see the medics being called. Nothing serious. Small graze to the knee of Feng Angzhe.
This is the tricky one, though, how, because I think it looks like it's on his knee, so it's very hard to, A, stop the bleeding, but then B, try and cover it, because he's obviously going to be sweating, so it's so hard to actually...
And also, if you go down again, you're going to fall onto your knees.
Yeah.
In defence.
I don't think anything's going to stick just because of the sweat, probably, but it's a tough challenge here for the medic. Great serve that. I don't know how he got that back.
That's the one that did the damage. He scraped that right knee onto the floor, but it was a terrific point to win. Japan taking the opportunity to have a chat with their coaching staff. What about this injury? How are we getting on with Feng?
This is the thing, it's such a difficult thing to stop.
What about that glue spray stuff you can use instead of plasters?
Yeah.
If they're gonna get that out of the bag.
Difficult thing is when you're sweating, you know, there's just too much sweat essentially for anything to stick. It's going to be so important when both pairs come out, the concentration instantly is back on. You can't afford a point or two to, you know, switch back on. It's got to be straight away, and it's a very long delay this now.
Well, there's a small plaster that's going on. And I think tons of tape is going to be needed to keep that on his leg.
And in a sport like badminton, where it's a continuous sport, this is an incredibly long delay. And this is, you know, so important, as I just said, that it's so easy for your concentration to waver because you're getting this time out, you can overthink things. As you said, the Japanese have had such a long discussion with their coaches.
Yeah.
Chinese haven't really had any. But what are we going to have in this first rally back? Are we going to have a good rally? Are we going to have a very quick point?
Who's going to lose concentration? I think they've decided against the plasters or the bandages. Nothing's going to stick.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Problem is, I think as soon as he starts moving again, you're going to get probably some kind of blood coming back.
16-11.
Well, they lead by 5, getting close towards the end of this opening game. Well, unless we see a comeback here from the Japanese. Not yet at her very best, Huang Dongping today.
No, it's a good shot there. And then almost the no, maybe it's not the easier one, but she's got it. She's on balance. She's moved in the right position.
Service over. 17-12. Over.
Comfortable mistake there. He's on balance in a good position. It doesn't have to be a winner. It's just a building shot to make his opponent move, to open the court up.
I wonder if that extended break just... You lose your rhythm, your heart rate drops.
Yes.
Easy to make errors.
2 shots there he's played. Both of them easy points. Midorikawa there, that's a poor shot. You know, he's going through the middle. He needs to push it down the side, but he can't make he doesn't have to play it that tight. He's just got to get it in between the 2 players to get the rear court player, Feng, taking it below tape.
Had a chance, tried to play too tight.
It's a good shot though from Huang Dongping. She just turns it across here. It's quite a difficult shot to control as well, that. Because we saw in the ladies singles, both ladies struggling just a little bit with keeping the shuttle in with good quality. So the shot there that Huang Dongping's played, she's played a very good shot.
Ambitious. It's been a bit untidy since the mid-game interval.
15-19.
She pushed it too wide. The gap's there, big gap. Could play it just off center and it'll be fine.
Yeah. Wow, just wide. Midorikawa nearly found the answer to that big smash.
20, game point, 15.
Five game points. The top seeds. Not the best serve, but a worse return from Saito. Slightly untidy end to the opening game, but a terrific start for the Chinese. Feng Huang Dongping close out the opener 21-15. And a real uphill battle now for Midorikawa and Saito.
And here you can see, I think his knees just started bleeding again, and it's going to be so hard to stop this. I totally understand the rules. We can't have, you know, any kind of blood whilst the game's going on. It's just such a tricky thing to try and stop it if it's a deep enough cut.
And it's the fact that it's on a joint, isn't it? Elbows, wrists, knees, anything that moves.
Yeah, anything that bends, it's so difficult to get anything to stick. And also, he's obviously sweating a lot. He's out there. So to get this, hopefully they can get it so we can, you know, focus on the game and then have a more free-flowing game rather than these kind of slightly bigger delays.
It'd be awful too, wouldn't it, to be forced to retire when you're the #1 seed, you're looking good in a semi-final. Do we ever see that, where players don't choose to, but they're told they have to? I don't think I've seen that.
No, I haven't come across it before.
Level. Play.
Change of ends. Huang Dongping on serve. 1-0 to the top seeds. Ooh, bit of luck.
Although obviously the Chinese won the point, it was a better, more aggressive style from the Japanese. They're not just, you know, being passive and lifting and giving the attack away. They're trying to play the mid-court. Bit unfortunate for them in regards to the net cord went against them. But that's the style that they need to play, in my opinion.
Very calm in defense, Huang Dongping. Brilliant.
Yeah, it's good from the Chinese, but I don't think Hiroki really, I think he's got that. He's just not quite ready. I don't think it was the most powerful shot or the best placement. I think he should be able to deal with that. Before that in the rally, though, the Japanese are doing the right things. Great judgment there from Feng. You could see he really had to pull his arm away from that, but he got it totally right, and it's great judgment. Sharp there. Huang Dongping in the first three, four shots of the rally. using her experience of analysing a situation and knowing where the return's going.
Midorikawa with the power.
And it shows he's got a good attack. We just haven't really seen it enough because the Japanese haven't, you know, he's like here, it's short lift, he's in a good position, and he is dangerous, but they haven't been in that position enough yet, the Japanese.
No, we haven't seen many times where he's had time behind the shuttle in the rear court. He's always on the run. What a return of serve.
Yeah, considering how off-balance Feng was, incredible, and he still managed to get an angle, and that's the advantage he has being so tall. You can see how off-balance he is, still gets an angle. And then quite an easy put away. Huang Dongping in the end.
Oof. I thought Feng would have gone across then.
Yeah, you can see a lot of the attack is actually going at Feng. And if I'm honest, I would probably agree with that. I would say Feng's defense isn't as good as Huang Dongping's. I would say that's where he looks a little bit susceptible. Yes, that's all Huang Dongping for me, though. She's setting the rally up, put her partner in a position where the shuttle's coming up to him in the mid-court here. Coming up to him, and that's what he loves.
She's so effective.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like the most flamboyant special stuff, but she's just so effective.
Yeah, she reads the game well, great touch, solid defense. I mean, she has been well number one.
Oh, that was out. Midorikawa keeps it in.
Yeah, there was two in that rally that were going out, but sometimes if you don't leave it, the right thing is, if you're not 100% sure, the right thing is to just go for it and play it. The indecision sometimes can be the issue. Good aggressive return. I would say Hiroki, I've seen a few times, a little bit susceptible around the body. If you're putting pace around his body, I'm not quite sure he's quite ready. Swing looks a little bit big.
Service over. 4-7.
Well, that one was short. Saito gets a quick chance on serve. It's deceptive, isn't it, Midorikawa? You kind of, with his stature and his speed, you kind of think he'd be good in the mid-court, but actually he's better when he's got a bit of time from the rear.
Yeah, I think he hasn't been as aggressive as I'd seen him in some other matches so far in the mid-court. I think he's a great player, playing to a very high level at the moment, but I think he's just allowing the Chinese to dominate him a little bit, and especially in the mid-court.
Wow, Saito.
Brilliant, brilliant serve, fantastic interception then on the third shot.
6-7.
Really tight serve in there, brilliant cutout. And the last shot's comfortable.
Really clever.
Yeah, it's good play from Feng. He knows that the Japanese are not going to lift because they can't, because when they did in the first, it didn't go well. So there, steps forward. There, takes Ellie, brilliant. And slight reverse as well, just reversing it. A little bit of deception to hold it just down the line. Bit of a cheap mistake there. There was two shots there in that rally from Huang Dongping. Unless you look very closely, it's hard to analyse how good she was. There was a shot with that one that we just missed. She held and just pushed it. She just poked it. Whereas if she'd have played soft, Hiroki would have been able to intercept. Really clever play there from Huang Dongping.
Into the net this time.
Service over. 7-9.
She didn't quite move. More reach for that one, Huang.
The Japanese pair are definitely seeing a change of tactics, aren't they? They're not, well, that goes against what I was about to say, but they're trying not to lift. They're trying to hold that attack. Yeah. They are putting in a better performance in the second. Yeah, and even on this shot, he's trying to. You can see how low he is. He's that low that it's so difficult to not lift because it was a fantastic return. And the skill level needed when the shot was lower to not lift is much, much higher, and his shot quality is just not good enough. And especially in the mid-court, when Feng can just step in and take it early. Good defense again. Like you said, Huang Dongping just absorbs that attack so well. You can see there, just indecision. He should have just straight lifted. I felt like he felt that's where the gap was, and then he sort of questioned himself, maybe. You see that he almost pulls out because he can't decide which shot to play. I like it, though, from the Japanese there, and Midorikawa was really pressuring the net. Some of the top pairs over the last year or two, like the Thai pair, Deshapol and Sapsiri, or Watanabe and Higashino, they play so well out of position. But it's with the male player coming forward. Definitely, and I would say, you know, do you want to be on the defence or do you want to be on the attack with your partner at the back? You know, the female player at the back, much rather be on the attack with the female at the back. Especially Saito, I mean, she's phenomenal at the back. Yeah. But he did exactly the right thing, and he needs to maybe take a few more risks like that to get the attack. Well, it's 11-8 in the mid-game break. Not quite as dominant in the second as they showed at the first half of the first game. But Feng and Huang getting the job done so far.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Eleven, 8. Play.
Flick serve variation, Huang Dongping. Oh, good save. Oh, it's called in.
Challenges.
Well, it was confident, the leave. It might have been a bad decision here from Feng Yuanzhe. Hawkeye being called upon again.
In that rally, the Japanese was a lot more impressive with what they... Is that in or out?
Just caught the line.
Oh, my. The extreme outer edge of the line.
One challenge remaining.
What a call by the line judge.
Service over.
But yeah, the Japanese in that rally being a lot more proactive. And Hiroki, again, coming forward to get the attack for his partner.
Play.
Absolute perfection. Doesn't get any better than that.
Perfect from Huang Dongping, yeah.
12-9.
And, you know, for anyone watching, it's not luck, it's skill. Because all top players will practice this, especially a net player will practice this relentlessly.
Yeah. Well, Saito tried to intercept the shot just high enough out of her reach.
You can see now it's evident the Japanese, they're a lot more focusing on the flat game. They're not passively lifting. The tactics are a lot better.
That's solid from Huang Dongping, showing her abilities in the rear court, as well as everything we've seen so far in the forecourt.
It's a good angle, but it shows you when you have the attack and you're keeping the shuttle in a downward direction, it is enough pressure to win the point against your opponent.
calmness from Feng.
Yeah, it's good from the Chinese there, just keeping the attack, keeping the shuttle going down or flat, not giving away the attack. And if they do, making sure their opponents are heavily off balance. Great judgment in the end, Feng.
See, they're trying to mix things up here, the Japanese. A couple of slices in the rally. That big cross court. As if they don't know how to beat this Chinese pair.
And now,
trial and error, you know?
Difficult thing is the last 3/4 rallies. Cheap mistakes from the Japanese, and you can't afford that. I'd still say the Chinese are not in 5th gear. I'd say they're playing well, but they're definitely not playing at their best. But the Japanese haven't really been able to challenge them enough. But there, he's too comfortable for me, Feng. Like, yes, there was a few times he's off balance, but now he's got such a big lead. He's so calm. Even when he was in a little bit of trouble, he didn't do anything rash. He made the right decision. And then again, it's another unforced error from the Japanese.
Oh, he's being forced to have another look at that knee, the injury.
18-9.
He's okay. Good rally. Comfortable lead again. They are looking very calm now, the Chinese, unfazed.
This is the big thing when you have a big lead like this now. It doesn't matter if you lose a point, 1 or 2. It's such a big lead. And you can see exactly as you said, the composure. He's so calm to leave that.
Good layoff from Huang. Gets the attack back. First time to smash through. Match points here.
Match point 9.
Brilliant
11 of them. Almost an ace on the back foot. Saito, a comfortable end to the second. Cruising through into this mixed doubles final. Sets up an all-Chinese mixed doubles final here at the Arctic Open this year. And like you said, Chris, they didn't really need to get into that top gear.
Yeah, that was very comfortable, very comfortable.
21-15, 21-9.
37 minutes that took. Here's that flick serve winner. Saito on the back foot. Job done for Feng Huang Dongping in straight games. 37 minutes, 21-15, 21-9. And into an all-Chinese mixed doubles final. Well, don't go anywhere. We've got women's singles, that second semi-final coming up next. Pasala v Sindhu of India against China's Wang Zhiyi. Making our way steadily through semi-finals day.